We're going to chat about identity and inverse matrices. The number 1, just for like regular math, is a multiplicative identity for real numbers, because here's why. 1 times any number would be equal to a, and any number times 1 would be equal to a. So if you multiply by 1, it doesn't make a difference. So for matrices, the n by n identity matrix is the matrix that has 1s on the main diagonal and 0s anywhere else. You might remember this from Gauss-Jordan. So if A is an n by n matrix and L is the n by n identity matrix, then if you multiply by the matrix, the identity matrix that has the 1s down the diagonal and 0s everywhere else, the identity times A would be equal to A, and the A times the identity would be equal to A. So when you multiply it, basically it doesn't make a difference. 2 n by n matrices then are inverses of each other if their product in both orders is the identity. So if I multiply 2 things together and I get the one, the identity, then I know that in going both ways, then I know that I have an inverse. So that's what you see here. If I have these two, for example, A and B, when I multiply them together, I get that, which is the 1s down here, 1s on the diagonal, and 0s everywhere else. So that just shows me that B would be an inverse of A, and vice versa. Okay. The symbol we use for inverses is A to the negative 1 power. Here's how we find inverses. To find the inverse, this is saying you're going to do 1 divided by the determinant of A, and then it'll be, right, D, negative B, negative C, A. So remember, you know that these two things here, that and that, AD minus CB, and the bars of A, that's all it's saying, determinant. Okay, so let's practice finding some inverses. We know that I have this here, A, B, C, D. I can do 1 divided by the determinant times D, negative B, negative C, A, and this would get me my inverse. So we'll start by finding the determinant here of A. Determinant of A. First we multiply this direction, so 3 times 2, and then I subtract negative 5 times negative 1. That would give me 6 minus 5, or 1. So we know the determinant of A is 1. Now we do the inverse. I do 1 divided by the determinant, which is obviously 1. And then I'm going to multiply it by, so if this is, again, A, B, C, D. I'm going to do it D first, so 2. Now negative B, so opposite of B, so positive 1. Now negative C, or opposite of C, so positive 5. And then lastly would be A, so 3. Okay, we multiply by that. Obviously, I'm just multiplying by 1. Then we know that the inverse is just 2, 1, 5, 3. So that's it. All right, we're going to find the determinant of B first. So we start in the top left. And I do negative 2 times 4 minus 5 times negative 2. So I'm doing negative 8 plus 10, or 2 for my determinant. So remember, we're going to do 1 divided by the determinant, so this is to find my inverse. 1 divided by the determinant, so 1 divided by 2, multiplied by the D, negative B, negative C, A. So if this is A, B, C, D, we'll use that to guide us. So starting with D again, so 4. Now negative B, or opposite of B, so positive 2. Opposite of C, or negative C, would be negative 5. And then A is negative 2. And you are just simply like distributing, right? So we're multiplying everything by 1/2. So 2, 1, negative 5 halves, or obviously negative 2.5, but let's go with the fractions and negative 1. And this is my lovely inverse.